video, and let's go through the narrative. You will see Mr. Pretty come in here in just a moment, and he moves out toward the middle of the street. Of course, the camera moves a lot. There he is. That's his arm coming up right there. And in a minute, now you see him out in the street, waving at traffic. And in a moment, I want you to note the moment when agents first seem to engage with him, and I mean approach him as if they see him and want to say something to him. This car goes past, and now you see an agent moving toward him. Then the camera goes off a little bit. When he comes back, you'll see this woman get shoved to the ground violently here. You see Mr. Pretty, ICU nurse, trying to go over to her. They both end up getting pepper sprayed, so he looks more like he's trying to get away with her or trying to go somewhere else. He gets yanked back over here. The agents all crowd around him. And you may notice one agent in the middle who briefly rises up and turns his back right there. Here it comes. There, you see the guy right in the middle there leaning over, and he turns away, and that's when the shooting occurs in all of this. The amount of time from when the agents first sort of engaged with him, when presumably he thought he was just there protesting, shooting video, to the time that he winds up dead is about 30 seconds. So less time than I've been talking right now. That's how fast that happened. So Jessica, nonetheless, despite that scene where he does not seem to be going toward agents, he certainly does not seem to be brandishing any kind of weapon. He does not seem to be fighting with agents, except to the degree that they have him pinned down on the ground there. This is what's being characterized by the White House, by the Trump administration, as him representing, as we saw some tweets earlier today, where they represented him as being like there to massacre agents, and that he was some instant threat. And there's just no real sense here that it says it looks like a situation where he wanted to do maximum damage and massacre law enforcement. You watch that video and you're like, well, he had agents all around him. If that were the case, why wasn't he brandishing a weapon? Why wasn't he doing anything more? And you remember the agent I pointed out in the middle that I wanted you to look at? CNN went through and analyzed a lot of this video, and particularly that video. Watch him stepping away there. He has what certainly looks like the gun in question here. And that freeze frame, Jessica, that we're looking at right there, that is happening somewhere around a second before the shooting happens. The first shot and then the 9 shots that come afterward, which would suggest that whatever threat he may have presented, if that's the only question, this gun, that it was just being taken away from the scene at that moment. All of which is to say, not that there is clear evidence from any video, because in a lifetime in this business, video can always be a little bit confusing as to exactly what it